Oh, you guys wanted a podcast? That's gonna cost you approximately 700 bells. Okay? Just sign your life away and we'll get started. Hello,
So you're
everybody.
back. What's it? You're back talking. 800 now.
Welcome.
Oh, everyone. The whole, I think, two listeners we have. I don't know. Ow. Um. So we're gonna talk about Animal Crossing. How much do you guys know about the franchise?
Um,
Um, I remember having one of the games on the Nintendo Wii. I didn't play it, but my sibling played it.
If it was probably City Folk. If it was the Wii, I don't remember exact.
I don't know. I think it was. I think there was a Wii port of New Leaf. I don't remember.
Ooh, versions. Anyway, we're doing a this episode on Animal Crossing, and I didn't do ample enough research. Otherwise, I would know the answer to this question.
Yes. Keep in mind,
Oh,
we
it
are
was City Folk. Look at
we
my
are
memory.
we are somewhat responsible adults. So we have jobs outside of this. I wish we didn't, because then we could just put all of our effort towards this.
that would be
Oh
neat.
yeah.
That would be very neat, actually.
But back to this whole thing. Do you like okay, so you know a little bit.
Yeah.
Alex, do you know
I
anything, Chase?
Um, I know raccoons will buy bugs from you, and you're constantly in debt regardless of what game you're playing.
It's not a raccoon, it's an owl, but
I thought they were tanukis.
regardless, it's just like real life. I'm in debt up to my fucking eyeballs.
Just sell bugs. Did you not just listen to what I said?
Yeah, I swear, dude, if I could get away with that, I fucking would.
uh, but so,
I also know
um
some of the cut content too.
yeah, what do you know about the game?
I remember there being in one of them, I think, City Folk, there was supposed to be a purple bulldog, and he was like a giant asshole and would leave fish in your house and everything.
To be fair, almost every villager I know who you're talking about. But every villager was rude. Like people who started with New Horizon don't know how mean the villagers used to be. But
Oh
I'm
yeah,
we're gonna
no,
get into that later.
I remember Mr. Rossetti, how
Okay.
he just kind of like pop up at the start of what almost every game.
Mhm.
Uh, I always enjoyed him because he was an asshole, but he was lovable because he was like, especially if you forgot to save your game, it's like, hey, you forgot to save your
Yeah,
game.
I used to yell at you. It was not fun. But so bare bones, there's two terms I need you guys to know to make this simpler throughout the whole process because I don't want to have to stop and explain this.
Uh huh.
Okay,
Bells, in-game currency.
got that.
Yes.
That part's easy.
Yep. Nook Miles fee. They're also known as Nook Miles or just Miles. It depends on who you talk to in the community. They are another in-game currency, but they're only used for like travel, some replacement tools,
Oh, so
clothing items.
like I'm gonna give a real world connotation on this. The fucking Capital One cashback card, you get cashback for miles.
Sorta. I relate it more to like your bells is like what you have money wise now. Like
Yeah,
if you have $20 on you, you have 20 bells. But like the Nook Miles are almost like your digital footprint.
yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah,
right,
yeah.
like the whole thing is you're on a desert island at the start of New Horizons. Horizon? Am I saying it's New Horizon, not Horizons? There's not multiple here.
There's only one horizon, but you could have them on other teams in the game too. But you only have one rampart, one
Wrong game.
horizon.
Wrong
Oh,
game.
oh, oh,
Wrong
oh.
game, wrong game. Not talking about how bad Alex is at Apex right now.
We'll
Hold
talk
on.
about that later when we do the Apex episode.
Hold
But
on. You mean the Titanfall episode? Thank
Yes,
you.
the Titanfall episode.
okay, so um, and like just bare bones history about Animal Crossing, because we'll get into fun facts here in a second. I just need to get some like preliminary. This is the history of the game out of here.
Oh yeah, like who the directors are, etc.
Right. So Animal Crossing was originally released in Japan on the 64 in April of 2001.
The Ultra 64.
It just said 64 in the research, and like if it's 2001, it'd be like in 64-ish.
It would definitely be the Nintendo 64,
Yeah.
Classic.
but the Ultra 64 was the original name for it.
Yeah. But within the same year, they moved the game from the 64 to the GameCube because the GameCube had been developed, I think, in like May, which is my favorite gaming console, and I think we should do like an episode, like a fun episode on just the history of gaming consoles.
Right, like it's super useful.
Yeah. But the version that was moved to the GameCube was what hit the US shelves. It was what was localized and then released in September of 2002, which
Ooh, 2002.
makes me feel old because I'm 23 and this game released 21 years ago.
You know, it's about to be. You said
Yeah.
May of 2002?
September of 2002.
September of 2002. Okay, so this game is approximately, let's see, it's 2023 now.
Mhm. It's about 21 years old, 20
It's
years
get
old.
it's getting to that point of 21.
Yeah, but um when it hit American shelves, it like blew up in popularity as a lot of things do and sold 72.53 million units.
God damn!
And
That's
then
a
the
lot of
mobile
unit.
game, right? The
That's
mobile game pulled in a gross revenue of 1.5 million by April of 2020.
By how many unit?
many units.
That's a big
Mini.
unit.
um,
By
but
my shiny metal unit.
when it hit that 1.5 gross revenue or 1.5 gross revenue, it was on the franchise's 18th birthday.
Damn!
Yeah.
Oh, can I talk about something that happened in the last video?
Yeah, well,
Even though the audio didn't work for us in our recording booth, it worked in the video.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, so like it it just shot out my ears when I first watched it.
oh,
So,
Yeah, like it maxed out pretty quick.
I was yawning.
Yanni.
I'm very tired. But anyway, so now we can get into some of the fun facts about the game, right?
yes.
Yay, I love fun facts, and I also
What do
love
you
Red Bull
guys
slushes.
What do you guys think the first ever like Animal Crossing villager was?
Uh,
The hippo.
No.
probably
Tom
that
himself.
damn Tanuki.
Nope.
It was a dog, wasn't it?
No, it was a cat named Bob, based
Ha!
off of a Japanese bobcat or bobtail cat. And his like catchphrase was Nico, and this was in relativity to his birthday being January 1st.
Nico, Nico, Nico.
Nico kneecaps anyway.
I'll break your Nico
Nico
kneecaps.
So, I heard you guys bring up Tom.
Yes.
So we're
Goddamn
gonna
Tom.
sidebar into the most hated Tanuki. Most people think he's a raccoon, but he's a Tanuki.
No, he is a Tanuki, which, if I'm not mistaken, is a form of raccoon.
Yes, in the same family.
Raccoon dog.
Raccoon dog, yes.
This Tanuki tells you that you're going to a desert island getaway, right? This is how he loops you in, at least in New Horizons.
What a douche!
But as soon as you get there, you have to pay, I think it's 90,000 bells for your tent that he gives you. And then
Now-
after you pay that off, you can upgrade to a house to where you can have one room.
Before you go further,
Mhm.
isn't the tent just a piece of cloth and a stick?
Yeah.
90,000 for something you could pay $20 for.
Damn, that's some
And
grade
run
A
your own
American
damn
extortion.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that is that is extortion. You could go out and find your own stick and make your own damn tent.
Here's the thing, to fully upgrade your house, right? Like the final price, and I don't remember how many rooms it has. Do not quote me. I want to say it's like it has a downstairs and an upstairs, and I think for 3 ground room floors.
Yeah.
2,498,000 bells.
Christ.
Which in game time is, if you don't play with fast for or like time travel, which is how a lot of us play,
Uh-huh.
it would take you full grinding 4 months. Like, and I'm talking grinding hard to like get these upgrades and be fully upgraded and have like the terraforming and everything else that you get later on with owning your island, because you become the mayor. Fun fact.
Which then leads into a wonderful connection with Isabel.
Yes, Isabel comes around like I think about the third time that you upgrade something for Tom. Which, like, speaking of this, not only are you paying this man, you're not working for him, thankfully, in this
No, you're
version.
just paying him.
No, but like every other version of the game, you work for him. This is the first one where you don't. But because of that, you have to resource gather everything to upgrade anything on your island, like the town hall, the Tanuki shop, the clothing shop. I think it's called Abel's, if I remember correctly.
You have to pay to upgrade his shop?
Yep. The museum, because you're building a town essentially, but you have to like get your own resources and then like pay for new recipes and stuff. Like it's such a grindy game. It's like Destiny 2.
Dragon Ball
No,
Z
this is
Dokkan battle.
worse. This is worse than D2.
Worse. So that's what Animal Crossing is now. It's a very like bland game. A lot of the community players like me have very much complained about it being bland. When the game originally released, the villagers, like, you would work for Tom, but Tom would insult you. Let's see if I can find.
Fuck him.
He would insult you. But so would the villagers. Like, they had a lot more personality back in the day.
Oh yeah, like it I remember when my sibling was playing the whatever version of Animal
City-
Crossing it was.
I guarantee it was City Folk.
Is it City Folk or New Leaf? And I don't remember which.
Here, everyone go check the show and tell.
That sounds like a lot of work for the viewers. We ain't doing it.
Well, you guys go and check, because I sent you an insult that Tom would say.
Well, you're so short. I can't help but laugh. Whoa!
So stupid. Like, he used to be so mean.
He's still an asshole. Are you kidding me?
I don't
90,000 for a
insult you
piece of
anymore.
cloth and a stick?
But like, because of this, everyone's lost their sense of like personality that
Yeah,
the game first started with. Because this is where I'm bisectioning into like all the other information.
right.
Like Sui, I have personal trauma with Sui. Anyone else who's played probably does too.
Uh,
Well, she was a purple pig. She was the diva. She had the diva personality type. There's 4 different personality types amongst all the
nerf
villagers.
this.
No, wrong diva.
Oh.
Oh my god. Anyway,
Listen, you're the one that said you needed some padding, so I'm giving you padding.
I know. This is very boring compared to your guys'. I'm sorry.
What?
It's still interesting for certain types of people. Like our stuff is viable to certain types of people. So we're branching into all possible.
All gaming.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
besides,
Like,
it'll pick up probably when Doom guy shows up.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Isabel for a second.
Oh my god. Anyway,
The literal, like Tom Nook used to be the mascot. Now it's Isabel.
Actually, I
It's
think it's the Pharaoh cat now.
actually
according to
no, 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 no.
No,
no.
that's certain circles.
Hold on.
Certain
Don't disrespect Raymond, okay? If you want to get any like Animal Crossing character person like of the game super excited, just look at them and be like, "So, KK Slider." Like he's an NPC, we can't play him, but he's like this all white dog that plays guitar.
Oh,
I
he's my
think-
profile picture on the Switch.
Yeah. Look at you.
Yeah.
You have some education about it, Bug.
About 7.
But
But
With- go ahead, Alex. Sorry.
I know that the Animal Crossing community and the Doom community actually became one of the most wholesome communities I've ever seen in my life.
Hmm.
Because what was it? What event caused it?
It was Doom Eternal and New Horizons released on the same day.
That's right. So instead of being like, "Oh, you guys suck," no, they were like super wholesome to each other. Like, we hope you guys have a great release and your fan bases enjoy the game.
It's almost
like-
canon the Doom guy and Isabelle are friends.
Almost canon.
Almost canon.
But in the heart of all gamers, especially in the Doom and Animal Crossing communities, that is canon. They are very good friends.
Oh,
Doom guy goes on vacations at the village, and Isabelle goes and kills demons with him on occasion.
education.
Oh, there's even a music video. It's fucking awesome.
It's
Oh.
fucking good. But
Like,
back to
I
the
did
point.
not-
Back
I did not expect
back to
it
the
go
point. No, you're good. So the characters had so much personality because the creator of Animal Crossing, and I'm gonna butcher this name even though I put the pronunciation breakdown in my script, and I am so sorry. Tatsuya Iguchi was the
Tatsuya Iguchi.
thank you, was the creator of Animal Crossing, and the reason he did this was because he was forced to move to Kiauti. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that wrong, but that's how my pronunciation has it.
I have to.
I think that's
The pronou-
pronounced Haiti. No.
The pronunciation, like the way I broke it down, is Keeowto. Kiauti. That's how
Kowtow.
it looks. Yeah.
Hold on. Let me look at it.
Here.
Come
I'll-
on, open the PDF, motherfucker.
I got it.
Hey, that's not a very nice language.
It's
sent-
Kyoto. It's Kyoto.
Okay. Thank you.
It's a good
Hi.
thing
You
we have a
have-
Weeber on there.
Fuck you.
Even though I think I watch more anime than him.
Shh, that's not important.
Yeah, he is the bigger weeb, and yet I can pronounce cities in fucking Tokyo correctly.
I have dyslexia.
I have the
Ex-
stupid.
I have the stupid.
But
Like,
anyway,
man, I got
He-
stupid.
he did this after he was forced to move out to insert city name here that Alex
Into
just said.
Kyoto.
Thank you. After joining Nintendo in '86, and it's because he wanted companionship and couldn't find it on a physical level, so he created Animal Crossing to fill that void. That's why
Okay.
it's believed within the first like 5 or 6 games of the release, the villagers had this really big personality about them.
Right, because Iguchi was from where before moving to Kyoto?
That's a really good question. It didn't give me his birth location on like all the articles I was looking at.
Give
Well, let me
just
see if I can
one
find it.
second.
Intermission. Doo 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 doo
Intermission.
doo. Tequila. Doo 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 doo.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Doo 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 doo.
Was it
Intermission.
Tatsuya
Ye-
Iguchi? No.
Let's see about. He was born in Tokyo.
Okay, he was born in Tokyo and then got moved to Kyoto.
Yep.
So he went from big city to
Big city night.
another decently sized city in Japan.
Yeah, but like you're
What's
working
the
for
capital of Japan?
I'm a
Tokyo.
giraffe.
Kyoto was.
Oh. So
It's
anyway,
incredible.
this happened, right?
Yes.
After the release of the game came New Leaf. New Leaf was like a two-person development. This is where he partnered up with I didn't put his name in here, but the other like there's two people that created Animal Crossing. Just so we know, keep in mind there's two people when I'm referring to the rest of this game.
Oh, two people that
Um,
have created.
Yeah, that has developed or helped develop the game since New Leaf.
So we have Iguchi, the original creator.
Yeah, it was like a female and another male, but Japanese names are hard and I'm not gonna try to pronounce them. So if you want to find that out, look it up on your own terms. But
What are the last? How are the last names spelled?
it's not even in my notes.
Oh, it's
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Lazy ass.
Yep. Anyway,
Meanwhile, I'm over here like, okay, how can I bring in John Carmack into a
okay,
game that
I
has
had
nothing
to
to do with John Carmack?
I had to cut out some things because like I'm covering 5 games. Like I'm just knocking out this whole series at one time.
Fair enough. I mean, don't
So
get me
I
wrong.
cut out a lot here.
I mean, you can still put in quite a bit and still break it down into like an hour.
This is true. But so throughout the game, you have to upgrade, your home, the various stores, the museum, and like you get to terraform the world around you eventually over time. All of this costs you bells. All of it costs you resources.
Just like in real life, like building a shed. Like
Yup.
that's a project I've been helping Carl with here
But
recently.
so here's the thing, right? I need everyone to the show and tell. I
Oh,
need I need you to put up the photo of the fox, my love.
Bam.
So this motherfucker. So you get bells in the game by selling your resources, your abundant resources that you do not need anymore, or reselling furniture, or going and traveling to another island to get fruit that's not native to your island, right? You do like all these things to get money, turnip cells, etc., etc. There is a way to waste bells in the game, and it's very frustrating when it happens. This motherfucker, his name is Red. Back in the day, his name used to be Crazy Red. He will sell you
Crazy Red.
he will sell you art to sell to the museum. But some of it will be fake.
Oh,
It's really hard to tell the difference. So, I have a fun game for you boys.
Oh no.
I need you to pull up the art photo, my dear. I want you to tell me the difference. Tell me which one's fake and which one is the real one.
oh, piss.
Mm. It's the
Keep
left one.
keep in mind, I will tell you this right now.
The left
This
one is fake.
this statue will cost you, I think it's 5,000 bells, if I remember correctly. But you guys think the left one's the fake one?
Mm-hmm.
I think the left one's the real one.
Okay. I'm going to send you the correct answer. Because Alex is correct. It's the left one that is the right one. But look at the minute difference that they're saying.
I
It's
know,
the collar around its neck.
Yeah,
It
that
is look-
collar is not there in the original. But
Okay.
it doesn't. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that makes it look like it's fucking glued on. That's why I thought it was fake.
No, the left one with with how some of these statues were carved way back when. There's a quote from I believe Michelangelo, the famous Renaissance
A Ninja
painter.
Turtle?
No.
Oh.
Hey. What's worse is the quote I found also was in a meme. Oh my god.
Of course it was.
Anyway,
But the quote was, "I saw the angel in the marble and sculpted until I got it out." And then the meme goes, and the fact that he was a Ninja Turtle makes us all the more crazy.
God,
Yeah,
fucking.
no,
Anyway,
you thought you were making a
Um,
joke first. No, somebody else beat you to it.
the whole thing about this is I luck out. I am a fine arts major. Like I'll flex my little hat I have. I have my associate's degree in fine arts. So I can tell the difference. I can look at like these because it's not only like statues, but it'll do it with like Girl with a Pearl, which is a painting where like a girl just has a pair of pearl earrings on.
Yeah.
The Mona Lisa. It'll take these very famous paintings and make very minute changes. And like most of the time you would not recognize them unless
you knew the
study
details
them. Yes, it is so much to the point that there's a whole forum on Reddit
of
dedicated.
just dedicated to these small details that just don't seem like much at first, but then you see them later. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Is it known
It's
as?
a fake.
Is it known as the bastardization of red?
You're not my art teacher from high school.
Hmm.
Anyway, you guys don't get that joke, but for anyone that listens from my home, if there's any of you that attended Wallace Junior Senior High School and you had Miss London as an art teacher, you understand. I know this means nothing to you guys, but this art teacher, you could be painting or drawing or doing anything. And her one criticism she gave everyone was just add red. You just need to add some red. No matter what. So it became a
Add
running
red.
joke. Just add red.
Just add some red. It sounds like Bob Ross if he was just a little bit more angry.
Oh gosh, she was a cunt. I don't care. I don't this can go in here. Miss Lund, you ruined my art passion for art for a very long time.
I like how he went from like really quiet to cunt.
Cunt. Well, she was one of those pretentious artists.
Oh, one of those I thought like, oh yeah, I can do art. I'm badass.
No, one of those that's like, if it's not from real life, if I can't physically look at your drawing, like it's not real. So like we couldn't draw anime. She didn't recognize it as actual art. We could only do still lifes.
There's a reason why abstract art was went into art school after 1945.
Here's the thing. She would take like she would zoom in, or this is random. I know this is sidetrack. She would zoom in on like this piece of burnt wood and be like, "Oh my god, it's so abstract," and then like draw this tiny 2x2 fucking piece on like this huge ass like 6 foot 5 by 5 foot canvas and be like, "It's art. It's abstract," and I'm like, "No, it's not."
No, that's not abstract. That's looking at a piece of wood and calling it art.
Yeah.
Abstract art is something that cannot be naturally found. I could break a piece of wood in almost the exact same way and it would still be wood.
It wasn't broken. It was burnt.
Like, lady, if
can
you want to
burn
go
a
look
piece
at
of
wood, they have a website for that.
It's called Lowe's.
I was gonna say Home Depot.
I was gonna say Pornhub, but
That's why I said Lowe's.
Anyway,
physical confusion.
so we're
Yeah.
going back to Animal Crossing. So
Yeah, after our art tangent.
right, this is what happens a lot. This frustrated the community when like the mechanic first dropped. Like, and everyone hated Red. He became very quickly like almost as hated as Tom.
Almost. Only
Almost.
because for a attempt at dodging plagiarism.
Mm-hmm.
But they had to make the details so perfectly changed that it could be considered
You
its
know,
own thing.
you know when you're in high school and they tell you that like, oh, you can like copy like your paper can't be
Just
over.
don't make it
What
obvious.
is it? No, like 60% plagiarism. If it's more than 60% plagiarism, colleges will kick you out. So it's like you run it through a plagiarism checker and it's like pops up that 60%. You go in and change like all the days to the
Yeah. That's all you do, and then it just works.
right.
Or very specific cases, cannot be over 60%. And in Red's case, you take this like one really, really minute detail, randomly minute detail, whether it be like I don't know, a necklace or a beauty mark on Mona Lisa's chin that wasn't there before.
Mona Lisa, the difference is, and it's very irritating. You know how she's very slightly smiling.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have the smile, or it has more of a
No,
smile.
it has a little bit more of a smile every time. And it makes me
Just a little bit more of a smile. That's hilarious.
It's kind of funny that you said that he's almost as hated as Tom Nook, because when I was looking up this background footage, one of the videos was I used AI to combine Red and Tom Nook, and it made my girlfriend cry.
Yep. Yep.
I like that. I like it because it's so fucking stupid.
But so anyway, with all this being said, right?
Mhm.
Animal Crossing, very frustrating game. It seems like it has mechanics that caused it to like it should not have taken off when it did.
Right.
Mhm.
Like, it just
And
seemed like a real life simulator
right,
with anthropomorphic animals.
right, and it was dying out until COVID hit and everyone got sent home and we couldn't talk to anybody.
And there goes our monetization. If
So,
we ever had it.
well, whatever. But like it was such a smart move
Oh yeah,
for
no. It
because
was
like they delayed it. Originally, Animal Crossing was supposed to come out like I think a week beforehand, but they delayed it because of the big bad
the
being the
big
big
bad
bad.
virus.
Yeah, being the big bad.
Yeah.
So when it
Daniel
dropped, it
Cyrus.
dropped at the perfect time that like lockdown started. So no one could see
I,
each other, whatever.
I
So a
feel like
game,
the Nintendo Switch dropped right around the same time. Wasn't the Animal Crossing like a launch title? Like
Mm-mm.
Zelda Breath of the Wild?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Because I remember that dropping right around the same time. Like I think the Switch Lite was just coming out.
Because I just bought it. It was when the light was still like $300. No, three
Yeah,
hundred,
it
four
was
hundred
still
dollars.
it was still pretty expensive because around that same time when I was still engaged, my ex fiance wanted to get a Switch, so I was like, okay, we'll save up and we'll get you a Switch.
Mhm.
I still think we didn't get around to that. I think my sibling gave my ex fiance their old Switch Lite at that point.
I'm getting ready to upgrade mine, but okay, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, no,
But they're
it was
nor
just
thither.
an event that I just happened to think about.
Right, but
Like it made
dude,
sense. Like new console, new game, blows everything out of the water.
well, that's not so much it. Like they could have dropped this game and it not do well because
Yeah,
companionship games were dying. I mean, like how long had it been since you heard someone talk about their Nintendo dogs or their
or
Nintendo
the Ten Dogs. Yeah,
yeah, or their Nintendo monkeys? Like those games were dying
Had
out.
yeah,
monkeys?
that was a dying
They
breed.
did.
That was still like Nintendo DS.
The monkey game was super glitchy and sometimes they would just like T-pose with no head.
Uh, I I remember Nintendogs because there was the Wii port.
I remember Nintendogs when they first dropped the mic like thing where you could talk to them, you give them commands
Oh
like
yeah,
sit.
you had the first semblance of voice control.
Yeah, which really it was really really bad because like I remember my friends having it and we would get in trouble playing it because we would be like Winter sit or whatever the dog's name was. We would you would say the dog's name whatever the command was. So we would sit there for 20 minutes going Winter sit, and the dog would go and it
Huh?
like oh her
Right,
parents
it
like
didn't
their
work.
parents would
Like
get
it was a
so
pain in the
mad.
ass.
Yeah.
Right, like it was like really annoying. Like you're sitting there like Winter, sit. Er?
Oh yeah. Like it's not gonna do anything.
But and with when everything locked down, games like that started coming back into the public zeitgeist. Like I remember, you know, Animal
Hey,
Crossing.
when
Uh,
when everything went down, how many of us like went back to old games? Like I went
oh,
back through and played like Zelda, Wind Waker. I wanted to.
I went back into my Mad Max, not Mad Max, Max Payne kick
Me and
because
you
I
grinded fucking what was it, Apex or not Apex, Fortnite all the fucking time.
yeah, we played Fortnite quite a bit because I bashed the shit out of that. So I was like, it only felt right. Like, let's get into Fortnite because everybody else is home, and now I'll have even less of a chance to get into platinum status.
Mm-hmm.
There was a game that did get a lot more of a role with it. Death Stranding, Hideo Kojima's flagship new game that wasn't Metal Gear.
I have to stress that wasn't Metal Gear.
Uh,
Said, and we have to stress it was not Metal Gear.
it was not Metal Gear, but still had a lot of the mechanics that made the Metal Gear series really, really fucking good. Like, you still had stealth, but it was entirely optional now. You didn't really have to worry too much until it came to the enemy type at the time called BTs, which were basically just fucking ghosts. But I digress.
E.T..
Games like that started coming out more. Didn't Breath of the Wild have a semblance of a companion thing like online? I don't remember.
I don't think
What?
I don't think so.
But yeah, no. Death Stranding had the semblance of online, but it wasn't like another player joins your game or anything like that. No, it's once you have an area connected to whatever network, it allows other players to drop items and other things into your world. Like you'd see watchtowers, you'd see timefall shelters, etc. Like it was a neat little idea.
I just put about 800 hours into Dead by Daylight when that first started.
Oh my gosh. So anyway, back to like all this, right?
Yeah.
Game picked up in popularity because of COVID. I know I've said that like 3 times, but if I don't repeat myself, I will lose track of where I am. Sorry to all the viewers that have to hear me repeat myself a million times.
If y'all start listening more, we'll start editing this more.
Mhm.
Facts.
That is actually the plan. I wanted to start editing it before, but now everybody's like, yeah, let's get up to like 40 and we'll really start putting more effort
Oh,
into this.
come on now.
I'm not
Anyway.
wrong.
I just work here.
Just right here. So it brought back the whole companion thing. Um, Not only that, I think this is a very bold statement, in my opinion, because of the way that America currently is with the
Oh, we're
gaming
gonna get
culture.
canceled.
But I strongly think that they should use Animal Crossing in like school systems because it teaches you like a financial responsibility, even if it was just for like freshmen in high school to use it. It gives them more of like a real life understanding of like when you go out in the world, this is really how it is.
I honestly, if in high school I had something like this, I probably would have a better understanding of financial stability than I do now.
Like, thankfully for me, and I don't know about Chase, I'm not from. Okay, 2 of us are located in Michigan. I am one of them. I personally grew up on the West Coast, and the high school I went to, we had like it was called economics, but we learned real life things like how to finance a car, how to get a first time home buyer's loan, like how to file our taxes on our own if we had our own business, how to like write business taxes, all sorts of shit. I'm very like blessed that I got that, but I understand most school systems do not have that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, no. I grew up just south of Michigan. And you know what the most I got in my school years was?
Hmm.
Here's how to make a checkbook. Here's how to balance it. Here's how taxes kind of work, but it doesn't give you everything.
Yeah, no, we had like there were whole projects, even to the point of like one of our assignments was if you had a job, it was like an extra credit thing. But
Hmm.
like if you showed that you filed your taxes on your own, and we were all seniors, we were all 18, we could all file our taxes on our own at that point. But if you could file your taxes on your own and you had a job, if you brought in your tax stuff, like even just a packet of, hey, I did my taxes, you would get like an extra like 20 points on an assignment because of that. So it like they enforce the whole we're teaching you things to you.
Yeah, no, your schooling did. Mine just said, figure it out. So, like, having even Animal Crossing as like a stepping stone of like a nice standing point on how this stuff worked, I would have been absolutely elated because then I wouldn't be as screwed as I am now.
Oh, thing. Like people will argue because Animal Crossing, from what we have seen, what you boys have seen, it's like it seems like a very female game. You know
It's
what I mean?
not. It's
But
honestly
like
very
the
neutral.
the aesthetics of it.
Aesthetically, it's very like cutesy. It's
Yeah,
not something that most people would like jump to.
right. But here's the thing. This is where a fun fact comes in. An 87-year-old woman named Audrey
This lady.
went viral. Yep, went viral in 2019 for her village in Animal Crossing New Leaf on the 3DS.
Mm-hmm.
Guess how many hours she spent in this game?
400.
3,580.
Jesus crimes.
So much to the point that Nintendo honored her by giving her a wolf villager and naming it Audie after her username in the game.
Wait, what?
They made a wolf here. I'll send you guys a picture of her. They made a wolf villager in Animal Crossing New Horizon
Uh-huh.
named Audie, named after Audrey, because Audrey's gamer tag was Audie.
Oh, that's really sweet.
So they like honored the fact that she's probably one of their oldest and like
Most renowned players.
players, yeah. Boop, 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 boop. There you go. Whoop,
Like
not
yeah,
that.
that's incredible.
Oh yeah,
Dedication.
Like
here is Audie, the villager. I don't know if you want to throw that up, babe, but you can.
I've seen dedication in games.
Right, but not only did she stop after she got viral for this, in 2020, she bought a Nintendo Switch. A now 88-year-old woman has finally moved over to playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. And the official time that she had on her island in New Leaf clocked in at over 4,300 hours.
Damn.
Shit.
She played so much of that game, and like it shows that it's enjoyable for all ages.
Mhm.
But
I can only physically imagine.
right, like I mean she's 80. She's over 80 years old. What does she have to do, really? Like it sounds bad. But
No, like
who who knows, I guess is a good way of putting
in
it.
the way that it sounds, when you have the time to do whatever you want, if you're in your 80s and you're lucky in the fact of may not have like Alzheimer's or anything of the sort, you could do whatever the hell you want. And she spent over 4,000 hours just playing Animal Crossing.
I'm not gonna front. If Apex is still a thing, bet your ass I'm gonna be holding that Xbox controller with my arthritis-ridden hands trying to play Horizon.
Jesus Christ.
Like, I don't want to be like gamers are a different breed, but like us gamers, there's like this clique that are like me that wants to collect every collectible, and like if I get really into a game, I want everything from it. And I think for me personally, it's because I started off on Animal Crossing and like Zelda Wind Waker, where you needed to collect a bunch of stuff to even move forward in the game.
I'm the same way. I started on Spyro, and you bet your ass I collect every single gem, egg, and fucking kill every single enemy.
I love collectathon games as much as the next person. but something about like just trying to sit there and grind out Spyro to 100% just drives me up the wall.
You're
Like
dead to me.
you're the other side of like the gaming community that's
Yeah,
like,
it's like I
I
love
play for the
playing.
experience.
I love playing the game. I play it for a challenge. Like that's why I tried. I tried to play Doom Eternal on Ultra Violence and got taught a very valuable lesson in humility because it was so fucking refined in its combat that you have to be able to do it. It takes a while, but it's a challenge. That's what it is. It's the learning curve.
Mhm.
Doom 2016, I got through like 70% of it on Ultra Violence. And that's before meeting the Pinky. Once I met that fucker, I hit a wall.
Yeah.
You didn't even get to meet Inky, Blinky, or Clyde.
Doom, not Pac-Man.
Oh, Pinky
Oh,
and Stinky.
but no, like
But I absolutely adore video games because of the challenge. Like I never got into Animal Crossing.
right. Which like I'm sure you could because like they have adjusted it so much of like you used to like just be stuck on an island and that was
Yeah.
it. You couldn't change anything about it, anything like that. And now you have like terraforming where you can build literal mountains and rivers and like do
Yeah,
it however
on a
you
whim. On a
right.
whim.
You can like customize paths, you can make your island completely you, and that's it.
Quite
And
literally, you
if
can
you
play
ever
God.
if you ever get bored on your own island and like you want to go out and see how other people have theirs built, you like just you take your character, you go to sleep, and this very fancy, I think it's a purple elephant, I don't quote me, I don't remember, walks up to you and asks for a dream address. Your dream address is the code connected to your island so you can see everyone else's. There's one specifically for Joe Biden.
You're shitting me.
Joe Biden has one?
Joe Biden, it's you think I'm kidding. Hold
Is
on.
it just Joe Biden
Joe
themed, or is it
Biden.
actually a Joe Biden?
It's like Joe Biden themed, but it was like at the height of everything being
Oh, okay.
being
So it's like
super
the height
memey.
of the height of uh
So there's airplane stairs in it.
If you are you looking at it, dear?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna send this just take the screenshot real quick. Sorry, we're running on some random
real
ass.
crackhead hours.
Yeah, well, to be fair, okay, to let like the viewers in on why my episode's so like frantic, my sibling got diagnosed with like breast cancer again, and then like I just got this promotion at work, and like me and Chase are trying to move out, and life's being life, so this stuff
Essentially,
got
things
pushed
have
to the
went
back.
so goddamn sideways that it's hard to keep track of everything.
Mhm.
So that's why, like, if you go back, look at my episodes, Chase's episode, everything aside from the very first episode where we talked about Redneck Rampage is like very well put together compared to, well, I can't say it's very well put together. I could say I could do
It's
better. I could say Chase could probably even up his quality even more.
well, like, and here's the thing: you guys know how I am organization.
Yes, you're usually
Like,
very
with,
good about it. Me and Chase are not.
yeah, and you guys are doing better than me
And
right
I
we
now.
just
have butt
threw
blister.
together. You have what?
What?
You have butt blister?
I was gonna say when it comes to that.
Yeah, no. So far, when it comes to writing our scripts, me and Chase have just knocked all of these out like they were just a fucking thing to do.
I write mine at work.
I write mine and I sit here and make all of the notes and everything while I'm writing my script here at home. So if it's a game that I own, like, and I think I know what I'm gonna do next, but it's gonna be a while before I make a solid decision on that.
Spoilers.
Well, we give out. There's how many of these episodes have we been like, and next week it's
And then it wasn't.
yeah.
Listen,
But
it
before
we like giving you guys fake outs.
before we continue this, I do have one final fun fact about Animal Crossing.
Hmm.
It'd be
Eric.
nice if your microphone would stop cutting out.
Anyway.
Jesus
Ah!
Christ!
On a motorbike, playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Anyway, is this better?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I do have one final fact about Animal Crossing for you guys.
Okay.
Mhm.
So we have these two dodos that run the airline.
Dee Dee and Dada.
No.
Damn
Well,
it.
it's first off, it's funny because they're dodos and they can't fly and they run an airport.
Dee Dee Dada the Dodos.
But their names are Orville and Wilbur.
Oh, the Wright brothers.
Exactly.
Aww.
Born and raised here in Ohio.
I thought it was really cute because they're dodos, so they can't fly anyway, and they're named after the Wright brothers.
I love the fact that when people think airplanes and they hear Wright brothers, they think, oh, cool. And then they realize where they were born in. It's like, fuck, Ohio does exist.
God damn it.
Wisconsin does not.
Cheeseheads.
I will die on this hill.
And shamblers are fuzzy. I will die on that hill.
If you're from Wisconsin, I recognize you as a human being. I'm sorry my partner doesn't.
If
I'm
you think
just
shamblers
saying.
aren't, if you're a Quake player and you don't think shamblers are fuzzy, fuck you.
Look, I'm just saying. If he existed, you'd have tried to take the UP by now.
Oh. But with all this being said about Animal Crossing, the final things I would like to walk away with this, like from this with, right, is like I think again heavily should be used in school systems in some way, shape, or form. I just think it's a very friendly way to introduce to children or teenagers how the real world works. But
Anybody, really.
if I could fix the game, if I could do one thing, and I think I speak for every Animal Crossing player out there,
You would
very
murder Tom Nook.
besides that, I would give like the villagers personality again. Like that seems to be where they kind of fell in this installment of the game because like again, Sui would insult you, granted. But it was always like you had that flair. You knew it was from a place of love from Sui.
Right, like I love having characters with personality because then it feels like they have life, like they aren't just some copy and pasted project piece.
Well, and like I said before, right, there's 8 different personality types within the game. There's lazy, jock, cranky, smug, which are like the female or
Right.
like the male versions, and then there's female versions, which is normal, preppy, snooty, and big sister. Big sister will like take you like Cherry, my favorite villager, she's like a little emo dog, is a big sister. And like
That
so
explains a lot.
you and her will be besties. But like the villagers kind of rotate through the same 10 things. Like you don't want to talk to them. Compared to like back in the day, you would want to talk to your villagers and like
Right,
get to
like
know them.
you'd want
And
to
like
talk to all of them.
right, well, and you can give them like custom gifts and stuff to like their own personalities. Or if you didn't like them, you could abuse them with a net and give them horrible gifts until they
Oh.
left.
Uh,
Look,
Oh no,
they had
we're gonna.
some real ugly characters at one point in time.
I do remember this.
And if you were building an aesthetic island like I was a kid that I would pick a there's like 413 different characters or different villagers in the game. I would always go for a cow themed village. Shocking, I know.
No.
But you don't get to select the first two villagers at to like start your island with you that were also sold under the pretext of a giveaway when it wasn't a giveaway. And then you have to accept your
it's
first. Go ahead,
it,
sorry.
it, it's like the fucking reaping from the Hunger Games.
Mm-hmm. But
Primrose Evadine.
uh, but you also have this thing that I didn't touch on. It's called like a campground. And before you can travel, before you can get your Nook Miles tickets to go to other islands to look for villagers, because there's this
Yeah.
whole thing called villager hunting.
Uh-huh.
You would have a campsite, and the first villager to come to your campsite, you have to accept them into your village. And so, like, automatic, the first three, you don't get a choice in what they are. but the community has come up like if you give them horrible gifts or you hold them, which sounds bad.
Oh yeah,
Um,
no, that sounds very suspect.
Essentially, you would like bury a hole in the game, and then you could
Diggy,
cover
diggy
it
hole.
and trick them to walk into it, and they would fall in it. And like, I don't know if Chase wants to pull it up, but it's the cutest thing ever to see them hold themselves.
Hold on, we're getting unprofessional, but it works.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna continue talking. So if you didn't want them and you were building like a certain aesthetic, like with me, it was I wanted all cow villagers. You would like beat them with the net or give them bad gifts or like you would find lost and found things on like your island
Yeah.
and you could return it back to them or keep it, and if you kept it, it like destroyed your friend's score with them, and like you could just kind of be mean or never talk to them because they'll chase after you and be like, hey, I want to show you this thing or give you this recipe, and you can completely ignore them.
And you're just like, fuck you.
Yeah, so when you do like all that, it drops your friendship score, and eventually they'll like walk around the island with this little like storm cloud above their head. And if you stop and talk to them, they'll be like, "I've been thinking about moving out. Do you think I should move off your island?" And you get the choice of no, stay, and then yes,
Yeah,
leave.
leave. Fuck. Yes, leave. Fuck you.
Yeah, did you find it, my dear?
No, I got the how to get your villagers to leave, but not
Okay, I
Not
got
the
you.
whole.
I got you.
Yeah.
Give
no
me
hole.
a second.
I do want to talk about how important it is to have characters with personality in games. Um, like we've talked about how like the zombies crew, like those four have a shit ton of personality, but it's just as important to have your non-playable characters have personality too.
Mm-hmm.
Suda51, that director, he is a master at creating personality for all of his characters.
It's almost more important for your NPCs to have it than your own character, because
Yes,
like
it's
Doom, your character has no personality
Doom.
mostly.
He is most like the original Doom. Your character, the Doom guy, was a voiceless, semi-faceless character. He is meant to be a representation of you as a person.
Mhm.
Like you are the one going through it. You are the one fighting all these demons. Like there was no other actual characters, no voice lines aside from John Romero's head on a stick.
Because reasons.
Because Doom became more popular than fucking football.
I
That is true. Like even in the Doom 2 trailer, commercial, whatever the fuck, one of the developers like, yeah, Doom has become more popular than football. Like, no shit.
Aha! We found the hole.
hold on. Oh, that timestamp, or a little before that timestamp, like 6:08.
Yeah, giving your NPCs a personality is
Ground buttholes.
super important.
But watch.
Uh,
That's what happens. You do that to them when you hate them and want them to leave.
it's like Tremors. What the fuck was that? Like that was scary. Imagine just dropping in a hole. Like what the fuck?
But yeah, so
Yeah, no. That like, and this is where I believe like that specific Animal Crossing game has also garnered a generation of sociopaths.
shut up. I don't need to be called out here.
Oh, I'm gonna call you out, and I'm gonna call out everybody else that has done it as
Okay,
well.
here's the thing, right? I will say now, most people who play Animal Crossing play The Sims, and if you play The Sims, you have at least murdered one of your Sims. Because like
15.
here's the
15.
no, here's the thing. Every girl, and I don't care if every girl's willing to admit this or not, but every girl has created them and their partner in The Sims and like lived out their little life. Because I did it with my ex-husband, and as soon as me and him split, I drowned his sim, and then like I went back into my save file and like re-killed him 4
Round
more
him
times.
again.
Yeah, like, and to drown a sim because they removed the thing where you get rid of the ladder. Because the Sim 3, like, you would just delete the ladder.
Yeah, you just
But,
got
like,
rid of the ladder and it'd be done.
Sims 4, they can crawl out of it now, so you have to build like a wall completely around your pool until they drown.
Yeah, I love I love reading the patch notes for The Sims. Like, cannot make love to Grim Reaper.
You still
Can't
can. There's
no.
a mod.
The Bone Zone.
Yeah.
You can
The Bone Zone.
you can woohoo with Bone Hilda still.
Bone
Bone
Hilda.
Hilda.
Bone Hilda.
What?
Yeah, she's a maid, a skeleton in a maid costume.
Fuck off.
Alright, we need to go
No
visit an
way.
internet website very quickly. Let me just pull out one of these.
Oh my god. But I don't know. That's all I have to say about the Animal Crossing episode. I wanted to keep it very short because I'm tired. So that is all.
God,
Oh my
fucking-
god.
It's not the sound I wanted, but it works. Anyways,
Anyway.
there's still like the importance of personality. Like, it's in Animal Crossing, yes, like because they got rid of a good majority of it, it doesn't make it any less important to have.
Yeah.
Like, I was talking
Like,
about Suda51 and how his games are just chock full of different personalities. Like, I'm gonna go back to 2007 here. No More Heroes. Every boss had some kind of personality to them. Sure, they were all cold-blooded killers, but they all had personality of some kind. Like the very first one, his name was Death Metal. He was, even though he, lived in decadence, like big mansion, red wine, basically pulling a Conan and having all kinds of women around him,
Oonga boonga.
he was also a very sad individual because he was a killer, has taken so many lives, and eventually just kind of said, "Fuck this. This sucks." You know.
Like my uncle before Vietnam.
You joke about that, but there are some vets that are still around from then that are just absolutely depressed and just like they were totally different people before getting drafted.
we went from to war.
You
Yes,
ruined
we
it.
went
You ruined it, and I'm leaving.
Anyways, let's talk about another cutesy game that had a lot of personality. Little Big Planet.
In the next episode.
Tight.
No.
Next time on Dragon Ball. Oh wait, wrong show.
Damn it. So anyway, next week on this channel, I don't know what we're doing.
Do we ever?
I think
Next
it's
week we're talking about the GTA clone that could.
I was
Saints Row.
gonna say
No.
I think it's Chase's week.
Yeah, I know.
So I think we're gonna talk about more zombies.
Yeah, that do be the thing that I do. Be do ba.
I can't
So-
wait to see what you're gonna do after this massive undertaking, because
I
even I'm breaking blood up into different weeks.
just realized that the Tom Nook video rolling in the background, at one point he was like, I can pay you, or whatever, you pay what you pay.
A deal's a deal.
A deal's a deal. And I just realized it.
Yeah. You ruined it. You ruined it, and I'm leaving. Don't even need the damn
Alright.
soundboard for that.
Alright. Well, alright to our 2 viewers until I get proven that we have more than 2. We will see you next week. Go follow our socials. I realize we have not been shouting that out. We do have a Twitter.
We do?
Yes,
We do.
I actually promoted or at least our 2 main Twitters. I forgot to throw that up when the Blood episode got released.
You're
If
good.
you enjoy listening to our episodes, please feel free to give a like
If
and
you want to
subscribe.
find any of us on our personal socials, Twitch stream, so does Alex.
I have not done that in like months, so
Okay,
once I
Alex
get back
does
into
not.
that, yes.
I make shitty YouTube videos.
'Cause you-
yes, Chase makes pretty decent YouTube videos. They're funny.
To
Don't
be
let him
fair,
lie to you.
his YouTube is LMG 101. My Twitch is Keybear 101. Alex's stuff is Lost Souls 247.
Primarily on Twitch, but I will port over those videos as I get around to them. I have not done much of anything of the sort here recently.
You said
I think
port.
once I get back into it, I might start some Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I might get it into that as a streaming series. I don't know.
You get into that port.
Yeah.
Everyone, have a wonderful day or evening or whatever time it is when you're listening to this podcast.
Good night,
Don't
Las
forget-
Vegas.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Are we done recording now, dear?
am ordering you